Hi. So, I really have no idea what I'm gonna do. So, I've just made the impulse decision to basically just make a rambling video. But this place is different, and that's you can tell that it's different, and that I am actually in a different avatar than usual. This is my fursona, Whisper. I had Ragna make it for me. It was very sudden, and thank you once again, Ragna, for designing this. And thank you to my friend Cookie for updating it with features and clothing. And I just want to say thank you to all of you who are subscribed to me and to those who support me. The first time I did ASMR was on this channel. Not, I wasn't Whisper then, and I doubt any of you know the name Dr. Racky, because that's who I used to be. It went from that to something I made that I've completely abandoned, and now we're back to ASMR. And I think ASMR is the path I want to take. Sure, I'll have my real career that I'm focusing on, but at the same time, ASMR is a hobby of mine that I really enjoy. And I'm never going to give it up. ASMR has been something that I've just grown so attached to. I've met a lot of people, I've talked to a lot of people, and honestly, when I first started doing YouTube on older channels of mine, I never thought I would make it to a point where I found something that actually works, that won't die off immediately or get low attention. I used to get 1 or 2 views on every single video on my old channels. But now I get in the hundreds. And of course, they have some videos that didn't go so well. But those are just opportunities to improve. Um, Honestly, I don't know what to say. I'm happy that I found a place that works for me. Uh, hmm. So basically, I should do more explaining on my persona because, this is all sudden. And it actually is based off of Ragna's AIS. I am also a Taro, and behind me is a different side of Taro. One, because I couldn't find the world that Ragna used, and two, because this is for lore purposes, be quiet. But yeah, I am a Taro, and I work for the AIS. I don't do the exact sciences as Ragna does. I am more of a medical surgeon, and I usually help with the cybernetics and body modifications that Ragna talked about in her video with her eyes. I do stuff like that. Um, I help replace body parts that are damaged or in other ways unfunctional, as with like a disease or any way that just the body stops working. I can replace vital organs without the patient passing away. And honestly, I think it's a pretty fun career. I've been working in the AIS for about, mm, I think, 5 years now. 5 Earth years, that would be. Uh, oh boy, I can't do calculations on hand. I'm stupid. Um, well, that doesn't matter. Just 5 Earth years. It's probably way longer. But, me and Ragnar did talk at some point. It was fun. It was pretty fun. I did enjoy that. Uh, but yeah, this place is very beautiful. And yes, I am as tall as she is. And we're all really tall to you humans, as they've discussed before. Even though I don't do the same fields as she does, I still find humans really interesting. Like she said, you are the smallest sapient life form we've ever discovered. And it amazes me that something that tiny can be sentient. I've always thought that there's a certain limit to how small or big you could go before your sentience just doesn't work. But, I mean, I was proven wrong. And I have tried some human foods and desserts of the sort. I really like Swedish fish, and it's really, really good. I really like Swedish fish. Although after a while, if you're eating like a really big bag of Swedish fish, it starts tasting weird in your mouth, and you've got to like wait a minute before you keep eating them, or it just kind of feels weird. But honestly, that's fine. I still love Swedish. I also really like Milk Duds and Hershey's. Hershey's? How do you say that? Hershey's. Hershey's. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I also really like Hershey's. Um, I also like ice cream. We have a certain type of ice cream, but it's way different from how it's made on Earth. And I think Earth ice cream is honestly better than ours because just we make it with different chemicals and different, you know, food items because we don't use milk. We use a different type of liquid because we don't really have milk per se. We have a certain different thing, but milk. I've also managed to have milk. It's pretty good. I've learned that on Earth, milk really isn't that good for cats, or it really any animal, I think. I'm not sure. I have to do research on that. But I did learn that milk is not really good for earth cats because even though it's a stereotype, it does cause digestive issues. But as you can see, I'm not an earth cat. I am no way related to earth cats. We may look the same, but we're not. And as you can see, it is raining behind me. We do have weather. As we are a habitable planet, we do have weather. And hmm, I really like it here. I find it really fun, but at the same time, I'm really attached to you humans. I I seem to just not be able to let go of the fact that we're bigger and an ant. You're the size of an ant. And I know that's rude, but I'm making a point. Sometimes I wake up thinking I could be as small as you. Sure, that'll have several drawbacks, but at the same time, it just amazes me. But I mean, I don't really know. I just like to think that, well, I don't know. Lost my train of thought. But I do feel really bad for you humans right now. Those of you out there with your different gender identities, your different sexual orientations, the LGBTQIA plus, because there's more, and the corrupt politicians and people around the world hurting you and people you know. That isn't right. We're all humans in the end. If, well, I mean, I'm not human. You are all human. Sorry. Um, you guys know that you're all human, but it seems strange to me how you fight amongst yourselves, like what I know as cavemen. Because honestly, that seems really primal. Why fight amongst yourselves when you can fight for yourselves of the things that are endangering you? There's no reason to hate things just because you don't know what it is. That's called being ignorant. And ignorancy happens when you're surrounded by it. When you're taught a certain way to believe something that has no factual evidence, but they practically brainwash you into it. And then that's what you believe. The world shouldn't be that way. And I wish I could do anything I could to help. But with my extremely tall, Taro body, I cannot do anything. The best I could do is, like, trample a city, but I'm not gonna do that. That wouldn't solve anything. Like, the Avengers, after they saved the city, but, like, you look at the surrounding area and it's fucking destroyed. I'm not I can't do anything to help, but you can. You can help. You live on Earth. You have the power to make change. It's not impossible. You should be able to stand up for what you fight in. You should be able to shape the world into a better place. Shape the world into something where you're not destroying yourself. You should be able to wake up in the morning and feel proud of what you've done. Feel proud in the world that you live in. Not wake up and feel horrible that you live in a place that hates you. Live in a world that loves you. There should be positivity in this world. On Tara, we are very positive people. On Earth, there's so much negativity, and there's no point in that. Negativity brings you nowhere. We have the same saying. It takes the same amount of energy to be positive that takes the same energy of being negative. Just be positive. If you don't understand something, put research into it. Don't just follow the stereotype of, oh, it's different, I hate that. That's not nice. That's not normal. Humanity is the only species that has such things as homophobia and anti races and anti ethnicities. That is the only species that has that. None of our races in the AIS do that because we are respectful people. It's not that hard. You can be a nice person. You can change. Change the world for the better. Well, that's all I have to say. I'll see you guys. Bye.